this is a special edition. We're going to give you a bonus because this is how things work. You know, we've talked about the relationships and how all this really plays into building your network and all of that. And you never know why you meet somebody or the things that you have in common with them. So I know you guys have a little back history, you know, and she knows your wife. And
well, she got my wife hooked on travel agency with Disney.
Yeah.
So that's Ellie's fault.
So spoiler alert, this is not about real estate.
Yeah.
We're going to give you some insight here if you're looking for a vacation.
After you buy your house.
After you buy a house, you need to relax and go on vacation.
Because it is a stressful time.
Yeah, so if you needed to book a cruise or book a, go to Disney World, which is not relaxing,
So give us the scoop. I mean, let's go.
Yeah, well, far away.
So I leave for my cruise in 9 days on Carnival Celebration.
Yep.
What do I need to know since I haven't cruised Carnival in 10 years?
So Carnival is my bread and butter. I've done 17 Carnival cruises. So Carnival is quote unquote the fun ship. It gets a bad rap, I think, from a lot of people for no apparent reason whatsoever.
But they're cleaning it up. So it's often referred to as like the Walmart of cruises.
100%.
However, there's no illegal substances allowed anymore. It doesn't smell like weed all around the ship. And their drink package is actually limited to 15 drinks per day.
It is. And
alcoholic
full disclosure,
drinks.
I found that out. So the Carnival is very, very, very clean. It is very responsible, more than it was when I started cruising with them when I was 15. You will go through...
Not drinking.
No, but you will go through multiple security checks, especially with dogs. There is literally no longer illegal substance. Like, they will check... Before you get on the ship, you're checked at least, from when I counted this past December, at least 3 times with dogs, not just scanners. So doesn't matter the case may be, but Carnival is the fun ship for a reason. It is not. It is the ship you want to go on for vacation. You're never gonna see these 4,000 people again.
Yeah.
That's my mindset. Like, I'm going on vacation to have fun. My wife and I go on vacation to have fun. My kids love it. It's very, very, very family oriented, which is, again, with kids, I'm about 10 deep, but 17 later, it's the one I want to bring my kids on. I trust the kids camp. The kids love it. I have to physically pull them out of the kids camp so that I don't have to pay for it, because it is free up until 10 o'clock. So just little
tidbits.
Little tidbits there. So
when you get on the ship, what do you do?
When you get on the ship, you need to go to your muster station right away. So 2 things. Depending on if you want to pay your card, you can either pay by cash. You can set up a credit card. So I will tell you the longest line right off the bat is going to be guest services right off the, as soon as you walk on. So if you
and that's your sail and sign card.
Correct. So if you want to set up a credit card, set it up before you hop on. You don't have to go to guest services. If you want to allot an amount of money towards your kids, do it ahead of time. Do not wait until you get on the ship to do anything that involves your payment while on the ship when you get on the ship. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, listen, we just link a credit card, and then we pay it off when we get home.
Yeah.
But we give each one of our kids $50 on their personal card, because each person will have their own personal key card. They have $50, whether they want to go to the candy store and blow it all on Sour Patch Kids, or go to the arcade and blow it within an hour and a half. Like, that's what they get. But then it stops them. Once you get past 50, it does not, allow them to spend any more. Right. So
they hit up the brother.
Right. Then my daughter comes to dad. So after that, we usually do that ahead of time. So the second we get on the ship.
And you can do that when you check in, which is 14 days before you sail.
14 days before. So we do that ahead of time. And then the other thing, the biggest tip that I can tell people before they get on the ship, if you have kids specifically who love to swim, is pack the swimming gear in your carry-on on the ship. We did not learn this until about 4 or 5 cruises ago, but we actually packed the kids' bathing suits in my book bag, because the porters will actually physically take your luggage once you get to the port, out of your car, taxi, transportation, whatever you use. They'll take that and you will not see it. You might not see it until the following day.
Yeah.
They tell you it's supposed to be at your room in a couple hours. Let's be honest. You might see it
That evening.
2 hours, or you might see it after dinner. You might not have dinner clothes for that evening, and that's just being real.
Yeah.
But your kids are going to get on the ship, or you're going to want to get on the ship and want to, like, either you want to swim or sit in the hot tub and watch the game on the big screen or have a drink in the hot tub, like, and you're not going to have any of your clothes. So unless it's whatever you carry on. So we always start packing our kids' carry-on, bathing suits in our backpacks, carry it right on, change the kids in the bathrooms. I grab lunch. My wife and I grab a drink.
So where do you grab lunch at?
Oh, Guy's Burgers.
Okay.
I will tell you right now, you guys, there is no better burger at sea, and it's across all boards. Guy's Burger has the best cheeseburger on the planet. You can put as many toppings as you want, order as much as you want, but I grab a Guy's Burger, I grab a cocktail, my wife and I both. We change the kids, throw them in the pool, they're swimming, and her and I just relax. So
the drink package starts from the minute you walk onto the ship?
It does. Now, you will not have, some people will not have their room key until your room is ready. Okay, so when you walk onto the ship, you're going to have, hopefully, you're supposed to be printing off your boarding passes.
Right.
Your boarding pass has a barcode at the top, which will then specify whether you have the drink package or not. You can take that piece of paper to the bar to start your drink package. Okay, you do not have to wait for your actual key card to land in your mailbox outside of your room. Most rooms are not ready until 1 o'clock, unless you're platinum or have a suite. Then they're ready the second you walk on board.
And you can also buy Faster to the Fun.
You can buy Faster to the Fun at $50. I think it's $49.99 a person. And I will tell people, if you are not platinum or have a suite, it is by far worth it.
And that your room would just...
Sorry, I'm going to have to choke now.
Okay. And that just means that your room would be ready earlier.
Yeah, your room is ready the second you walk on. And that was a big key for us. The reason why we bought Faster to the Fun. Now, if you do not have kids, this might not matter to you.
Okay.
But with us, with kids, we have 4 and 5 different carry-ons that I'm not carrying around the ship until my room is ready.
Yeah.
So we always paid for it. One is because you do get on the ship right underneath. So they go Diamond, Platinum, Suite, and then Faster to the Fun folks. And then it's normal folk or whatever. If you don't pay for it, they start boarding process.
Yeah.
You do get on the ship faster. You can get to your room faster.
You're off screen.
Oh.
So
Not that it matters, but
yeah. So you can get to your room right when you get on. Your room is available. So all we do is we go in and we just immediately just dump everything into the room and then leave.
Okay.
Let the kids,
So if you don't like Guy's Burgers, there's like on the Celebration, there's Shack's Chicken.
There's Shack's Chicken. There's barbecue. There's tacos. There's literally anything and everything that you want. There's street eats. You can do Asian, sushi, tacos, burgers, chicken.
And all that's open for lunch when you get on board.
It is. As soon as you get on. Now, I know some of the ships that I've been on, the Guy Fieri's barbecue is only open on sea days, so you have to check your cruise and which cruise you're taking, and one, if it's available, and 2, when is it available. So ships like the Celebration, the Jubilee that's coming out, a lot of these newer ships, he has his actual own restaurant to where it is that barbecue
all the time.
is all the time.
Okay.
But some ships, it's only offered on sea days.
I mean, food is my favorite part of cruising. So
I only go to.
we know what's your favorite part.
I only cruise to drink and eat. So that's it. So and my kids, I can't afford to feed my kids on any other vacation. So my kids, all they do is eat. But no, the cruising aspect is the second you get on, especially with Carnival. I'm biased to Carnival. I haven't not cruised Royal Caribbean in probably 20 years. To be honest with you, because I fell in love with Carnival from the second I walked onto the ship, and it does not matter the ship. It could be the oldest ship on the fleet. I've cruised the oldest ship on the fleet, and I've cruised up to the one you plan to go on, the newest, and it's all the same vibe. To me, vacation's a vibe. Period.
So is that the Mardi Gras?
Yeah, I did. We plan to do the Mardi Gras this December. I've done the Vista class, all the Vista class, the Dream class, all the way down to the very, very littlest little guy in Jacksonville, which is the Elation, which is my favorite. My all-time favorite ship is the Sunshine out of Charleston. It's by far the best. So.
Wow, with all this information and insight, it sounds like maybe we ought to do a special giveaway for a cruise certificate for one of our lucky listeners out there. So if you're thinking of buying or selling your house and you use my services and Justin, and Ellie can make sure and hook you up on the travel side of it. I mean, I think we got you covered. Woo!
Yeah.
I think we just found the new jackpot.
You leave next week, so.
Yes, I'm super excited.
Yeah, so it's going out of?
Miami.
Good port.
Yep,
Cruise
and
capital of the world.
We're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Nice.
And Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic, and then St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, which is my favorite place in the entire world because we are going to go over on the ferry to St. John.
There you go.
For the day.
Going to Trunk Bay?
No, we don't go to Trunk because you have to pay for it. And it's where all of the cruisers go.
Yeah.
So if you go a little bit further, there's Cinnamon Bay and then Maho Bay.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Bay is like a campground, and there's not as good food and drink there. But if you keep going, right around the bend is Maho, and they have a food truck, and it's the best beach, I think, in St. John.
I just had a flashback. We're going to have to compare notes. Well, no, we won't. I'll
you're a St.
take that
Martin
back.
girl, so.
Well, but my first cruise ever was the one you're going to take.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of years ago, and it was for my honeymoon. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how your trip is.
Yeah, Dominican Republic is.
Yeah.
Are you going to?
I've never been to Amber Cove or San Juan. So those are two new ports for me.
Yeah.
Amber Cove, we never left the port. I've been there, I think, 4 or 5 times. A lot of it is we didn't leave the port because we had kids, but they have a giant pool.
That's what I heard, and we're just planning to hang out at the pool.
It is incredible.
Okay.
Incredible. Bar, zip lining, slides. I mean, whatever you want to do. We've never left we just went there. And the kids were just.
We were choosing between just hanging out at port and going to Monkeyland. Because that looks really cool.
Lindsay, my wife, would not do Monkeyland. I don't want monkeys landing on her head.
I would love to hold one.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
She's seen videos of them just being monkeys. I'm like, who cares? And she's like, absolutely not. So we just stayed at the pool. But the pool's the best. Good vibes. I mean, DJ, good drinks. You'll be fun. It'll be fun.
And then have you been to San Juan?
Yeah, we went there for our honeymoon, but we didn't get to where the cruise port was. We didn't venture out. So we stayed at the Hilton in Old San Juan, which is an incredible resort. That's where we stayed on our honeymoon, and then we took a taxi to our cruise ship. But we never actually have went there as a port. As a port. Like we went out of there. Because we did the Southern Caribbean cruise to Barbados, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, St. Martin. It was like a 7-day cruise, but 6 of the days you were at port, so it was like zero relaxation.
Yeah.
You literally were at a port every single day, which I loved at the time. I would not love it now.
Yeah. Sea days are like my favorite days.
Yeah, that's I agree.
Short of the St. John.
Yeah, the older I get, and with my kids, it's like I want sea days because sea days are the best days.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't think that, but I cruise based on ports, not on ship. So you give me good 3 quality ports. I don't care whatever, I don't care what the ship looks like. It's, if there's a pool, food, and a bar, I'm fine.
Yeah. Mode of transportation.
Yeah, right. So
what are your top 3 things that you take on every cruise?
And extension cord.
Which has to be a non-surge protector one?
Non-surge protector, extension cord, because they will, in some of the rooms, there's literally only 2 plugs.
Okay.
And if you have a wife and a daughter, like I do, I get 0 plugs. So, because it has to do with a straightener, a hair dryer, I don't even know what.
So is it good to actually have the one that's the cord or just the one that makes it more outlets?
More outlets is fine.
Okay.
That's all you need. And it depends on your room, too, depending on if you're interior, ocean view, or balcony. A fan, if you're a noise person. A night light if you're interior. Because I will tell people, if you stay in an interior room and you turn your light off,
it's pitch black.
you cannot see your hand in front of your face.
Yeah.
It's that dark. So,
but if you like that, that's
but if
really
you like
good
it,
sleeping.
it's perfect, right? Yeah,
And the ship will rock you to sleep.
Yeah, and the ship will rock you to sleep. And there's certain strategies with room selection as well that people might not know, that we've learned the hard way. I've personally learned the hard way. But a fan, an extension cord, your typical stuff. Don't forget sunscreen is my biggest thing,
because it's expensive.
A lot of people will think that the sun in the Caribbean is Florida sun.
And it's not.
It is a whole nother level.
Plus, it's reflected off of the water
It
and
is.
everything.
And
you also need to check and see what kind of sunscreen, because there is a lot of sunscreens that are illegal in the Caribbean.
Yes, and the other thing is too is your odds and end medicine, like ibuprofen, Tums. Like you guys don't think about it now, but I'm telling you, if you get a headache and go to buy ibuprofen even on a cruise ship, it's like $27.
Right.
So it's like, just bring this. It's little
just a
things.
packet.
It is.
Yeah.
So there's little things like that matter, that you can't forget, but most people do, which is why they make all their money on it, and why it's an upsell. So that's my biggest three.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm excited. And if we sparked your interest, you can get on BuckeyeMouseTravel.com and submit an inquiry. And I can plan your next cruise vacation.
We are here. Yeah. So I would love to talk cruises. I can talk cruises all day. So. Awesome.